It was the stuff of dreams for a 15-year-old in Dublin. West Indies were there, of course, because of the World Cup in 1999. They played Bangladesh in freezing cold Clontarf. Clive Lloyd, the team manager, had 15 layers on him, I reckon. But yeah, I was one of the young Ireland underage players asked to go and be a net bowler. I remember getting Sherwin Campbell out, so that was the good matchup. But Chanderpaul and Lara and Arthurton took me to pieces. This was long before matchups were even mentioned, I reckon. Oh dear. For the Avengers, it's just not their day. And the Gurkhas may not just get a win here, HD. They might get a massive net run rate boost too.
I'm not sure many of us expected this because the Gurkhas have been so poor with bat in hand. And I suppose we've seen this from the Avengers as well. Poor, unbelievable.
Well, one of the games they were 7 for 6. Another game they were 176 for none. Today the Gurkhas might win just one down. It's 108 for 1. Well, when you think of icons of various sports, you think basketball, Michael Jordan. You think cricket, you think that man right there, Brian Charles Lara. Here's Eskinazi's 50. Let's get a look at some of this. 10-4 is not a single 6. He's used the pace of the spinners nicely. And right from the off, he's been incredibly positive.
So difficult to play in this manner when you've struggled for the first 10 or so days with the bat. Yeah, he enjoyed that. Well played.
Tell you someone who's not enjoying today. Michael Leask. Wasn't happy with his LBW decision at all. He's only been brought on in the 12th over because of the matchups.
Was that fine?
But yeah, you think Michael Jordan for basketball, you think Tiger Woods for golf, you think Roger Federer maybe, or Rafael Nadal for tennis. Really, for everyone of our era, the modern era of cricket, it was Lara or Tendulkar. And the bowlers, it was Shane Warne, wasn't it? The biggest names in our sport, and one of them was right here in Kathmandu. Just how good was he? He kind of came before the T20 era, didn't he? But he just dominated Test cricket for the West Indies in the 90s in a team that was transitioning from being the best in the world to one that really struggled.
That is some shot. That is some stroke. I think it's been put down though.
It was, and it was a chance at 25,000 rupees again. You might see the fans' reaction who's put this down, maybe not from this angle. Oh, brilliant piece of innovation from Bim Sharkey. Michael Leask's day is not getting any better. Down it goes, burst through his hands, didn't even get a hand on it. Leask might have struck back. 6 and out. No celebration, maybe a rub of the Taklu Dai's head. But it's too little too late, surely, for the Avengers.
Just for a moment, Andries Close didn't know where this ball was. He almost turned and had a look at the man at short fine leg and said, "It's yours, where is it?" He looks around, he looks up, and then he realizes, there it is, got it.
Wonder, is that shot an indication? Because I like that celebration, mate. That they're definitely thinking of net run rate. Bim Sharkey gone for 22, 115 for 2.
That's your center. Center. Có đến
Gerard Erasmus. He's in at number 4. Just 73 runs so far from the tournament, but he's bowled really well. Disappointed to see him drop that catch, though. I was very surprised by that in the first innings. Most unlike him. Can't remember another drop. Seen him put down. Definite signs net run rate is a factor. The Gurkhas have done their homework. And from his first ball, it's a Siddhartha Bank 6, straight down the ground.
Well, Lees bowls the attacking line here for the off-spinner, hoping to get excessive spin because he bowls it wide outside off stump, which allows Erasmus to free the arms and go down what he says is now a favoured part of his game, down the ground.
6 wicket 6, the modern game. 4 more. There's no doubt they're looking at their net run rates. Leask has gone for 17. It's 125 for 2. Well, I'll tell you something. Kathmandu are right on the brink of knocking Pokhara out of this game and out of this tournament. Not mathematically, in theory, they could get back to 6 points, but the net run rate swing here is going to be monstrous. They only need 14 more runs, and that's great credit to the Kathmandu Gurkhas backroom staff and their captain. They've done their homework. Bowled him. Eskinazi gets to 60, he'll get no more. Action aplenty here at the TU.
It doesn't matter how many you're down, it just matters how quickly you get to the number. It's a good innings from Stephen Eskinazi. He's always played with had a few difficulties with the bat at the start of the competition, but he's arrived now, perishing in the cause of quick runs. It's a really good innings. Industrious innings of 60 of 34 comes to an end. The Gurkhas 125 for 3.
It's a very satisfied Stephen Eskinazi that's sitting up in the pavilion, having finally come to the party. 60 off 33. That's, well, one of the most impactful innings we've seen all tournament. He got a big ovation from his teammates coming off, and there was a nice little sort of Gurkhas tribute to the celebration. If you're wondering whether net run rate's a factor, look no further than this man. Career strike rate, T20 I's, 214 at this ground. Striking at 140 in the comp. He's going to try to hit every ball he faces for 6, I think. Maybe not every ball.
The way that the teams are going about it, and if you even think about yesterday's game, I think they're all starting to think that 4th position is going to be occupied by a team with 6 points.
It's a middle. Thank you. It's a middle.
And the way in which that would happen, the only way that can happen is if Janakpur beats Chitwan this afternoon. Janakpur will be favourites, but Pupadu Dasanayake may try out a few new players. For the Rhinos, because of where they're at, I don't think they can go through with a defeat. Again, it's mathematically possible, but it's highly unlikely. The advantage for the Kings in all of this, they play the Gurkhas next in their final game. So they could come back into the picture. So much to play for, isn't there? And at one point, HD, we thought the final 5 or 6 matches might not matter too much. I think we're going to go right the way to the 28th and final group game with something on every match.
Ghana's with their final game. Back. The Runners with their final game later on today. If they lose that, they then remain on 6 points, and as you've rightly pointed out, their net run rate would then come down. Chitwan in 4th position there. If they win that game and go to 8, it would mean that the Kings are then gone. But Kathmandu, if they win this, can still go level on points on 8. They just have to win their last game,
which is against Biratnagar Kings. Another one gone.
Yes.
KC with the big strike rate is teased out of his ground. Catri's been maybe the lone warrior really for the Avengers. It's another wicket down. The Gurkhas have lost their 4th.
Nice bit of bowling. Just recognising what the game plan is. Katri says, well, have a look at this one. I'll throw it high, I'll throw it wider, and it should turn out of a little bit of rough. And Ghost does the rest. Karen Casey with some words to Gerard Rasmus. We need these 12 and we need them quickly, because I've gone for 1 and we are 127 for 4.
Crowd filling up to capacity. The Prince of Trinidad is in town, Brian Charles Lara. And ever since he's arrived, it's been helter-skelter action out there, rather fittingly. Yeah, Sagar Dakal maybe not being at his best, but I think Bipin Katri's bowled really well all tournament. 3 more wickets to his tally.
Pokhara ma Bipin Khatri, Chitan ma. Catch.
Well, this is massive. Has he got enough of it? Just about over the rope for 6 more.
They're a hit away now, the Gurkhas. Erasmus has come in, he hasn't messed about. Just for a moment he thought, have I got enough? Have I picked the right club out the bag? Yes, I have. It's Penai.
Yeah, they've looked good. They're closing in on a very good win, strong win, giving themselves a good chance of making it to the top 4. And the Gurkhas may have just saved the best for the last few games, HD. They're just 1 strike away from what will be a very good win, strong win, and a comprehensive win as well.
This is the moment, right here. He wants to finish, the Namibian captain.
It's in the air. Falls short of the field there, long gone. Yeah, the intentions are right, the execution missing. 9 runs coming off over number 14. It's 136 for 4. The Gurkhas need 3. Yeah, the legends in the house, the big man, true cricketing icon, trailblazer, champion cricketer, unparalleled achievements in the world of cricket. Brian Charles Lara is in the house. This one's the winning strike, the winning moment for the Gurkhas. And there it is. Erasmus, they have just hit the winning runs here for what it looks like a very strong effort by them, and they make that steady climb as well in that points table.
Oh, there's a little bit of confusion. We're going to check the boundary, but Reefer has insisted that this ball has gone over the boundary or hit the boundary. That's where it hits the boundary, and that will be the end of the game. I think the thing is whether it's just 6 or whether it's 4. I think he's pushed it onto the boundary rope, which would make it 6. This will give us a better look. The result is decided already. The Gurkhas have won this by 6 wickets. It's just whether Erasmus is credited with 4 or whether he is credited with 6. I think that's 6.
Yeah, either ways, the Gurkhas prevail in a must-win encounter, and the Avengers go down yet again in a contest where a win was paramount for them. They win by 6 wickets, as many as 35 balls to spare, because either 4 or 6, they needed 3 runs, and this is confirmation that they are through. And how well have they helped themselves as well. It's a winning strike, the home run, the Siddharth Bank maximum that gets them home, and it's Erasmus cameo of 25 and 10 that does it for them. Don't forget the contributions of Levitt, Beam and Eskinazi, who got into substantial double figures. This is a strong effort by the Kathmandu Gurkhas.
An area of the game where they've really struggled in the first part of this competition with bat. Today, quite superb. Winning the toss, deciding that they were going to chase on a used pitch, and the pitch played very well, I'll have you know. And in that run chase, they thought, well, in the power play, we'll break the back of it and we'll break it quickly. And they did that through Levitt and Eskinazi. Bim Sharkey played his part when he walked in after the dismissal of Levitt as well. And then you could see there was a clear message that had gone out. Finish this and finish this quickly. We need to improve our net run rate. Job done. Gerrit Erasmus, some lusty blows. 1 4, 3 6s in his 25 of just 10, taking them home.
And this is going to get really interesting in the points table, with not much separating the sides once on even points. Meanwhile, in the chase, Eskinazi finally showed form, stood out, and smashed 16-34, nicely supported by Levitt, who got 32. Beam Sharkey came at the fall of Levitt and added runs with Eskinazi.